This photo is called Spring Bounty. It's the second photo in the Becoming Beyond series, taken in May of 2017. This is me right here, so it's a self-portrait. I didn't take the photo. Actually, Nathan Lander took this photo, and I have quite a story to tell you about that. I'm just going to zoom in here, give you a little bit of a perspective. So this is Nathan right here. I'll definitely talk more about him in Gates of Harmony. I saw these gates at the Cascadia Arts and Music Festival and was like, holy crap, I really want to do a photo shoot. We'll get more into that with the Gates of Harmony. He's been gung-ho for so many of my photo shoots, and we had made plans to orchestrate this photo together, and he ended up breaking his arm skateboarding a few days before this photo shoot. And I was so bummed because there aren't a lot of people who are dependable as Nathan as far as climbing goes. Nathan's a strong climber. He has a level head. He performs well under stressful conditions. And I was like, look, Nathan, I know you broke your arm, but even with a broken arm, there's no one else that I can depend on to pull this shit off. Just see this little nubbin right here. See this little nubbin? Cool. So I'm on that nubbin right there. And Nathan's somewhere around here. I give quite a bit of time for practice. So, for example, this is me just solo, right? Setting everything up, proof of concept, if you will. With any of these photos or any orchestration, you need strong proof of concept. So I'll go out here, set everything up, and just test it all out. What is it going to look like? And as you can see, this is very different than this right here. And so how do I do it? How do I do it? How do I pull it off? A lot of it is just magic. What can I say? You can see this is a dead branch. See how wiggly that was? Let's see if we can go full screen for a second. And you can see I have this support right here. So I have a static line connected to webbing supporting this branch, because if I did not have that support line, for sure it would snap with my weight, even though I'm carrying quite a bit of my weight through my hands. And then I have a full harness on right here. So let's just X out of this and go back to the photo. In the photo shoot, I do not have a harness. I just have a thin piece of webbing around me, which I photoshopped out. It's probably right here. Did my best job to photoshop the webbing out. I will do some light photoshops just to build more of an illusion. All of this jewelry right here, this Bedouin jewelry, is borrowed from one of my very first collaborators, Erica Moore. She has quite a beautiful collection of jewelry, and I just played around with it and fashioned it to create this costume. And these flowers right here are balsam root, and they grow prolifically in the spring in this area, this ecoregion. Balsam root has numerous medicinal purposes. What I use it for is I dried them out, and I use them as a soaking agent with a hot bath, which is really good for alleviating like aches and strains and inflammation. And that's the whole point. This seems like a lot of balsam root, but it's not. And Spring Bounty. So what I'm really trying to get across in this particular photo shoot is how powerful nature is. We often speak of these ecosystems that are being rapidly destroyed around the world, these ancient ecosystems. We speak of them as fragile or delicate. And that's not entirely true. These ecosystems are actually extremely powerful and extremely resilient, and are exploding with life force, just absolutely exploding. And that really dawned on me while out here building trails for a decade, because every single in the winter, everything would die. Everything would die or go into a state of dormancy. And then in the spring, there would be an explosion of growth. Plants would grow inches a day. These ecosystems are not fragile. They're not delicate. The issue is that humanity is overpowering them, where if we were to have a more synergistic equilibrium style relationship with these ecosystems, it's incredible what they can do for us. The productivity of these ecosystems it's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. And it's very, very heartbreaking and sad that we're exploiting them. They are fragile in the sense that humans are hyper-destructive. Right now, we are hyper-destructive, we are hyper-exploitative. We see everything as money and obsession with exploiting nature. That's what I'm trying to get across with this particular photo. Spring Bounty. These ecosystems are bountiful if we learn to work with them synergistically, if we learn to work with them with a sense of respect and equilibrium. We can utilize these incredible life forces for our good.